Hello and welcome to another episode of the SSV Cricketer podcast with myself, Bob Taylor, Tyson Fury, and Alfie Taylor. Boys, how are we?
Yeah, not bad, Bill. The hat looks brilliant, to be honest. Even better on camera than it did in real life, to be fair. What is it?
Bob Taylor.
Treble extra medium for that head.
I don't know, mate. It's tight, isn't it? But it's he done the job. It saved my bald spot from getting burnt. But yeah, it done the job.
It looks like it's giving birth, mate.
That is one of the great hats. if no one can see us, obviously, if you're listening.
Hey, it was the last one. Go on.
Bill's wearing a Northamptonshire bucket hat
For kids.
which is for kids.
And he looks like he's allowed. He looks like he's allowed nowhere near him.
It's a Bob Taylor special. Bob Taylor special.
Mate, it looks like
All the kids are wearing these bucket hats now, aren't they?
That's right. Yeah, it looks like it's giving birth.
Yeah, it has done, hasn't it? Look.
Yeah, what we've been up to, boys. Bill, you've played a bit of cricket, haven't you? We've missed a couple of weeks, so a lot's happened. But we'll start with Billy playing cricket a couple of weeks ago. How'd you get on?
Yeah, mate. I was drafted in late night, Saturday night. Got me at a good time, the skipper. He texted me and said, we're playing against the White Walkers. This could end two ways here. Like, I could either get a fucking double 100 against fucking the White Walkers, or I could get first bowler. In the end, I did my customary 29.
Yeah.
We lost by one. We lost
30.
we're around up to 38. 38.
Take that.
All day long, Branny. That was a tough wicket, mate. Tough wicket.
What were the scores, Bill? What were the scores?
So we batted first on a slightly wet one, and rain affected game. We got 100 and 160 odd, maybe off 30 overs.
What time did you start? 6 o'clock.
No, we started at 1:30. It was a long day. I'm not going to lie. 1:30. The heavens opened. We were about, I think the score here, we were about 16, 17 overs down for about 60 odd, I think. I was out. The heavens opened. I thought, sweet, I've had my bat. Let's go home. Let's wrap this up. Yeah. No rushing to get the covers on. Let's wrap this up. Anyway, the paddles on the pitch. They were keen as mustard to play. I wasn't, because I thought I've had my bat here. We can go. And we got back on, made it a 30-over game. We went back on at 5 o'clock in the evening. Finished off our innings, 14 overs. They weren't particularly good at bowling, getting through their overs. They were slower than England with their over rate. Yeah, it took them about an hour and a half to bowl 14 overs. And then we bowled, and yeah, they got it. It sounds closer than what it was. They needed about 4 to win. We got about 5 wickets for one run at the end.
Didn't have a try.
I didn't know. I didn't. I did something for the first time in probably knocking on 20 years, and I was patrolling the boundary, and I got a catch on the boundary.
Nice, Bill.
What did you go? Gloves up, reverse cut.
I did. Yeah.
Were you wearing that hat?
I wasn't. But I'll tell you what, I nearly ruptured the hamstrings because I thought, here we go, I'm gonna have to I might have to do a fucking Adam Live here and flick it back. Yeah. Anyway, it would have bounced probably 4 times before it went to the boundary. So I had to run in, and for some reason I've got it into my head that I've got to take this, fucking fingers pointing up. And I took it about a foot from the ground with fingers pointing up. I was like, all right, knob. I was wearing trainers. I don't own any spikes. Granny, you didn't hook me up with the grey nickels. So I was wearing a pair of fucking Adidas torsion trainers. I've stacked it, but I fucking held on to it. First one in Bill. 20 years.
Well done, mate.
Nice, Bill. Any sweets?
Well done, mate.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
And that's the end of today's podcast.
I'm going.
We just asked how it went. Right,
yeah, fucking hell.
I can take this fucking out and go home.
Good
I'll tell you what, Brandy. I'll just quickly elaborate how I got out. So, White Walkers. They weren't bad. They had a couple of good players. But
the Night King Bowl. The Night King.
He didn't, no, I wouldn't have played, mate, the Night King bloke. Because my fucking bat was made out of Dragonstone, mate. Yeah.
No.
Dragon
Did he,
Glass.
just, did he just stand on top of the pavilion just watching you?
Yeah, he's just watching.
That's brilliant.
But so yeah, we had a guy come at a bowl, first change, bowling off spin, right? So looked at the field. They have had the strongest ring field you've ever seen. Yeah, I reckon they had a man on each fucking boundary spot, on each 30-yard like boundary spot. It was a pure ring. Yeah, pure ring. And even the keeper was standing back. He threw me. I lost my head. Yeah. All right, so the keeper's standing back. I don't know what you boys would have done here, but in my head, I'm thinking, I'm going to stand 2 foot outside my crease. I'm going to sweep him. I'm going to run down the track. I'm going to do all them in one ball. Right? It's done it. Anyway, I've just gone with a trusty sweep. By this stage, about the 4th ball in the over. By this stage, the field had just wandered anywhere. There were fucking floaters all over the place, right?
No man's land.
Yeah, and I ended up getting caught between 45 deep backward square and square leg. I don't even know what that fielding position is, but the geezer snaffled me. Top edge sweep, done.
Again, Bill, thanks for that. Brownie, let's get on to you. I saw that you took a stumping. What's going on there? First class cricket.
Stumping a cat, Alf.
I'll tell you what, Brownie, talk us through the process here. When did you know you were keeping wicket?
So, got told that I wasn't playing. So I was a little bit peeved with it. And then, so I didn't really warm up or anything like that. I was getting drinks ready for the lads, and I had some bad news that Wheats had to rush back home from Durham, which was not ideal. And so 5 minutes before the game, they said, "Oh, by the way, Brownie, you're opening the batting and you're keeping wicket."
Fucking hell. Grey Nick's even supplied you with some keeping stuff, mate.
So I had to use Weeks' kit.
Is he Grey Nichols?
He's Grey Nichols, luckily, yeah.
Oh, well, luckily.
Yeah.
What size are those gloves, Brownie?
So the gloves actually weren't too bad. I only wore like the one pair of inners. I think he wears quite a few.
Like Billy's.
I couldn't get them on. But the pads, I shit you not, I've got football shin pads in there that are bigger.
Like Grealish's. They like Grealish's.
Like Grealish's, yeah. It's embarrassing. So I had
a couple of chicken fillets on the legs, is it?
That's exactly what it was. So I had to do the clubby thing and go into the Durham dressing room and say, "Lads, I had to."
Are they the same colour pads, or did you have the fucking? Were they the same colour?
They're blue.
Yeah, luckily they're the same colour. Yeah.
Fucking lot of luck this game, Brownie. I tell you.
I know.
Not when he's batting.
What they say.
And then I went out and gloved them. No buys, had a clean sheet, Bill.
Catching
a stumping. Yeah.
Talk us through the stumping then, Brownie. Off a quickie.
Who's the lucky fella?
Wesley was bowling, and Paul
Wesley
Meeker, yeah, standing up. Obviously,
Wesley's bowling now, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell. This is Sunday B game you're playing. the village trophy.
Down the leg side, was it, Brownie?
It wasn't, unfortunately. I was looking for one of those, but he run down the wicket, yorked him, went underneath the bat. Obviously, turned miles, took it up here, took it one motion.
Brownie.
Took all 3 stumps out the ground, Bill.
That's it, mate. You've ruined it there, Brownie.
Had to make sure.
That's good work, mate. That's one of the hardest stumpings, other than leg side, when the batsman yorks himself and it spat, did it, out the old footholes.
Out the rough.
Fucking hell, Brownie. We've got to get you out to fucking Sri Lanka.
He's left for the best, folksy.
It luckily went all right. Yeah, I had to go long sleeve.
Good man.
Would you borrow?
Luckily, I actually put one in because I don't normally wear long sleeve. But I was like, do you know what? I'll chuck it in. We're up north. I thought, do you know what? It might be a bit chilly. I'll chuck one in. And it come in handy.
Stumped Tyson Fury with a short sleeve.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, though, Bill.
The lineal champion of the world, Tyson Fury.
What were you going to say, Brownie?
I had to think of how keepers keep and catch the ball. So I had a little warm up and sort of trying to practice different techniques, and I like shelled a couple just straight off.
Nice,
just because I was trying to like fuck around basically, and Anthony McGrath was watching me do it, and he's just seeing with massive panic on his face, pissing himself. So I got away with it.
Any other candidates to do the job?
Oh well, apparently I wasn't there in the convo, but apparently Josh Rymel done it up to until he was 16, and he's only 18 or 19, and he didn't put his hat in the ring. So
who is this lad? He's keeping you out of the team, any Brownie?
I know I got stitched up there, but yeah.
Boys, we've I might as well just tell. Yeah, I've had 4 ducks this season. I think I got my 5th on Saturday. I've only played 7 league games. Yeah, I'm into the minus on the average front. I'm just literally turning up to fill the numbers up. It's actually embarrassing. But yeah, cheers, Chelmsford. I played at Chelmer Park. For anyone who don't know, it's the shittest ground in the world. Awful. It was 25 degrees, 30 degrees, and it was still shit. Hated it. Ordered a Deliveroo, and the game had just finished. Ordered it when I got out, and I batted 5, and the game was finished by the time it turned up.
Did you win?
Pepe's chicken.
Yeah, we won, Bill.
Did you win?
Did we fuck? They got
100 in trouble, weren't you?
180, and we got bowled out for 60.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was one of those days.
Wet one?
Nah, dry.
Joking? What, Chelmsford?
Dry as a
windy?
boat, yeah, it got a bit of windburn, Brownie. But we went to Lords for 2 days before. I don't think that helped. We'll get onto that later. But yeah, awful. Cricket season couldn't end soon enough. Yeah, so it's a real painful one, this one. But boys, we had an away day, didn't we? We've had a couple, but we managed to get ourselves up to Nottingham. Brownie stitched us up massively. Wasn't going to come. Did a competition for the followers. Had a winner. And then Brownie gives us the message, I'm coming up, boys. Cheers.
Yeah, I apologise for that. Whoever won the competition, and to you guys.
Bags were packed.
Well, we were on the 13th in Glory Holes, weren't we, when that competition got launched?
A lot happened.
We worked our way through the fucking cocktail section on M&S on the train up there. A couple of raspberry mojitos, a couple of beers at the hotel. Then when we found this establishment called Glory Holes, a little bit of crazy golf, and someone suggested that we would give our listeners a chance to spend the day with us. And we had did anyone win then, Alf?
Yeah, we had.
Anyone guess my average?
We had 2 winners. I can't remember what your average was. I can't remember what the results were.
I'll tell you, a few knobs said it was single figures. Fucking Eton.
Yeah, we did. We had a couple of winners. I don't know whether anyone was actually going to come, because the time I answered to their message was absolutely battered. So fair play, and I'm sorry if you were genuinely going to come. Brownie's going to sort you out with some
Essex tickets,
technical spikes.
Yeah, you get
technical spikes.
You can set
hospitality in the fucking on the Graham Gooch tent.
On it, not in it.
Whatever. Yeah.
Who did we have up there? We had Phil Marsh up there.
Tent. The Madman.
We had the Madman, and in Glory Holes, didn't he? He's the only geezer I've ever seen walk off after 9 holes in crazy golf.
He lost it. Lost
the plot. Yeah, it was an interesting trip away, boys. What did we think of the cricket whilst we were up there? The ground, the atmosphere.
I'll tell you, it was. I really enjoyed myself. Weather was spot on. Atmosphere was good. Good little stand out, wasn't it? I don't remember the stand, but it's the one on the side, but not on the diagonal. The one that's sort of parallel with a pitch. Good little stand, Brownie, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a fantastic day, didn't we? All the fancy dress boys were out, weren't they? And,
yeah, we had a few in front of us, Brownie, didn't we? You want to talk us through that? We had
a few clowns, weren't there?
Yeah, we had the fucking in-betweeners in front of us, dressed as the 118 boys. And Brownie noticed noticed straight away they were wearing bucket hats with their cricket club on. And talk us through it, Brandy. You noticed the cricket club from somewhere, didn't you?
Yeah, they've played for Mildenhall, which is in Suffolk. And I played against a couple of them a few weeks ago. And
Wait, who do you play for now, Brownie?
I've actually been playing a little bit for Frinton Cricket Club in the East Anglian Premier League.
For the love of the game?
For the love of the game, really, just to
Keep
get
your
my
eye
eye
on.
in. Obviously, unfortunately, South Woodford have subsequently been relegated the last few years.
So too big for them, Brownie, ain't you? Too big for
Abandoned
them.
ship, was it, Brownie?
I can't really go and play Division 3, unfortunately. So I didn't want to go to anyone else in Essex out of loyalty to South Woodford, really. And yeah, Frinton was the one.
Because they didn't have enough cash.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I wish, Alf, I wish.
But they ain't got any dodgy accountants, mate.
So the Mildenhall boys, they gave it to you all day, didn't they? Because you got run out for one against them.
Yeah, my first game for Frinton didn't go great. I got run out. I got run out first ball, and to be fair to the Mildenhall boys, they said I was in. So at the end of the day, after giving me stick all day saying you're out, Brownie, and reenacting it in front of my face
For 6
about
hours.
about 100 times. Yeah.
It's all right, Brownie. One of them wore our jug of Pimm's, and a load of orange slices on his neck.
Brownie, that's what I forgot to mention, actually, because you actually stayed, because you were late sort of crying after crying off for this trip, you ended up staying at the chef's house, and you may have had a cow named after you. Did you not?
Yeah. So it's obviously a late decision in the end because I got picked in the squad to go to Bristol. So ended up having to go to Bristol and thought that I had to come back. So luckily Chef was doing the BBC commentary and said, why don't you come up to mine for the night and then we'll go on to Trent Bridge. I think he just didn't want to do the drive on his own, to be honest with you, Ralph.
He used you.
And he used me, yeah. But he did go and speak to Anthony McGrath to get me out of, allowing me to go, pretty much.
Fielding.
So
He got you out of fielding for a day, didn't he?
so hats off to him for doing that.
Talk us through the calf then, Brownie. What happened?
Yeah, so I stayed the night at Cookie's house and there was a calf born that night. And they've subsequently named it after me. They've called it Brownie, which is nice. It's probably
Did you have to get the old
faster
rubber
than me.
glove on, Brownie? Get the little fella out, did you?
Yeah, I had to get him out.
Did you witness him being birthed? Just
born? A little
a little bit like you and your hat, Bill.
I was going to say, yeah, it looked like coming out of the hat.
So is he rearing these things to be eaten, or what? Are they dairy, or you gonna eat it? You gonna eat it?
I don't really know. I did ask for the ribeye part of it, but we'll have to see what I get out of that. Because it would be nice. It would be nice to have a few slices of that and and put it on the barbecue, wouldn't it?
Yeah, next year sometime. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, poor little bastard. Any vegans listening to this, we apologise.
Yeah.
What else happened? Well, no, it's a good day to cricket. I think it was a good stand. We ended up sort of perching up on the, what you call that bit, like the concourse bit, just to. It was like a little balcony, wasn't it? Got told by one of the stewards to sit down. Then Brownie sweet spoke her to allow us to stay, didn't you?
Yeah, just one more over.
Smooth work, Brownie.
You just got to be nice, and you can't move in between overs, can you? So we managed to speak to her quite a lot at the end of the over and go, oh no, next over's just started, we can't move.
The beach balls went down well, didn't they, fellas? The beach balls went down well.
Yeah, we had them on the go, didn't we?
We had 5 of those, and they all
tennis ball.
Yeah, the tennis ball.
Picked our victim early. Fucking pounced it, didn't he?
It's a great grab. There's a great grab.
It.
Jesus, 20 rows away behind us. No way he would have saw this coming. He's absolutely snared it. One of the great snares.
We had a bit of banter with the Indian lads, didn't we? There was a little contingent in front of us who were getting a bit too rowdy every time they got a wicket, which was fucking 10 times that day. And I had my first direct hit ever. Little ice cube. Little ice cube.
Well, I don't even know what happened in that test. I think we might as well. We got rained off in the end, didn't it? All I remember.
I thought it could have been a good game. Could have been a good game.
Too much rain, weren't there?
I think I put on the group for the good of Test cricket. India need to win this series because if they don't beat this England side with their team, I don't know where Test cricket goes from there. Because like if England win this series, I know they're at home, but they should have no right. The way they're playing at the moment, the team they're picking, they have no right to win this Test series. I picked them at the start of this, but they are fucking all over the place, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. The English cricket usually it's an absolute banker, isn't it? The
Brownie's gone.
Doesn't matter what you do away from home.
I'm getting phone calls. Sorry.
Away from home, it don't matter, does it? When you get home, you're usually safe. You usually you've got a series win under your belt. As long as Root cashes in a bit, you've got Anderson, you've got Broad. They're going to take poles. Someone else will chip in with a few 50 odds, but we are fucking shit. To the point where I don't know what to do. Who am I supporting now? I just sat there, genuinely sat there, and just didn't know what to. Head in my hand stuff.
Brownie, you got to go to dinner, mate, have
you? I'll be with you. Yeah, I'm back.
Is that McGrath? No, not yet, mate.
You're not there, Brownie.
McGrath when you keep wigging in the championship. No?
Am I back?
Weeks wants his pads back.
Chris Silverwood calling me up to keep.
Fucking, I'll tell you what. You ain't far away, mate. I'll tell you. Boys, where did they go from here? First of all, what went wrong?
You can't.
And where did they go? Well, no, but this is the thing. This is the thing. See, I didn't watch all of it the last day. I was out and about yesterday, but listening in the car this morning, listening to a few podcasts like the Tough as a Born show. They were lauding this as a magnificent victory from India. I expected it, to be honest.
You called it right. 10 overs to spare.
Was there 10 overs to spare? Was there?
8.5.
Yeah. I mean, Moeen Ali's never going to fucking bat out a day. He might have done 5,
it's not
6,
even a
7
day.
Years ago.
These boys had to bat out 2 sessions.
Exactly, but he's never going to do that. And I don't blame this 100 bollocks. Yeah, they're playing too much 100 cricket, or they haven't played any first class cricket. Because you tell me how many first class games of cricket Virat Kohli, Rahul, Rohit Sharma have played in the last fucking 5 years. They ain't played any. They don't go back to play Ranji Trophy stuff, do they?
No, but let's be honest. Do they fucking need to?
It's just application, and you know that they want to play Test cricket. India, I've given India a bit of stick over the years. Yeah, their plan is to be the best Test team in the world. Yeah, and whether they've manufactured it by playing 28 Test matches at home on turning pitches, regardless, that is their goal. That is what they want. Whereas England's, they're picking play. I don't think Moeen Ali wants to play Test cricket. I honestly don't think he's that bothered about playing Test cricket.
I actually don't think Mo did that bad. I think he bowled well. I think he batted well. I don't think he's the problem here.
This is the state of cricket. This is the state of English cricket at the moment. He doesn't do bad. He takes 2 wickets in the match. Yeah, he gets fucking 10 off about 50 balls. I don't know what he got in the first innings. 20 when we're 305. Yeah, and he's not had a bad game. This is the state. Johnny Bairstow is the answer to our middle order problems when he averages fucking 33 in 85 Test matches. All of a sudden, he keeps getting out the fucking same way. Ball nipping back.
He just gets out LW now instead of getting bowled. He's just moving across the nip back up.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Do these players honestly want to play Test cricket?
Yeah.
I don't know. Brownie, what do you think? What's the chat on the circuit?
I think that Bairstow call's completely out the blue, isn't it? I don't think anyone expected that. It's not like he's gone and played first class cricket and scored loads and gone, right, well, he has to come back in. I don't think anyone thought they were going to bring him back in. And to leave out a couple of youngsters like Dan and like Ollie Pope, is criminal, I reckon. Just to get Bairstow back in.
I think again, why is has Super Hamid been brought into the team to bat three when he's an opening batsman? Bring a number three in. I know opening number three is no different, but how many chances has fucking Sibley got? He's not shown anything.
Well, that's definitely his last one.
Oh, well, I would be surprised, mate. I'll tell you, I would not be surprised. You've got to give Hamid a go now, opening the bay. And Rory Burns I've always liked. Yeah, all right, his record might not, be the best at the moment, but I think he's got the potential to have a long England career. I just don't understand it. And I think you just looking now, you've only got to go on the 100. Livingston's just got 50 off 20 balls.
Get him in. Get him
in. I said on the chat, I think you can't look any further than either Milan or Vince now to be brought into the team to bat free.
Bill, let's put that to one side for 1 second.
Go on.
The last day, Mark Wood's got the ball in his hand. Are we smelling blood here? Did we all sit watching it? Did you boys watch it?
I watched a little bit of it. I watched us get pant out.
Yeah, when a tail ender comes in, right, and you think they've had a go at Jimmy in the first innings. We've all been there. If you've got a quickie in your team, you want them to hurt them, you want them to sniff them, you want to be in and amongst it, you want to spray them, but you also need to get them out. And I'm sitting there on the edge of my sofa thinking, fuck, we can do this for an over. Jasprit Bumrah, right? He averages 3 in Test cricket.
Yeah.
He scored 40 runs. You had 6 men on the fence.
Yeah.
And he's faced 6 balls. What the fuck?
Were there any chances?
The plot. No. There were balls going up in the air, but landed in no man's land because the guy's 90 metres away in front of square and Mark Wood's bowling 90 mile an hour. What the fuck is that captaincy?
I know.
They should have had the skipper from the White Walkers playing. Just have that pure ring, mate. Have that pure ring with that one floater.
But India have absolutely done them there because they got stuck into Jimmy, and Jimmy's 39 years old and he's trying to sniff people out. They're one of the best bowlers in the world at nicking people off, pitching it up, and he's bowling sniffs at tail enders. What the fuck?
Mark would fit though. Mark would fit.
He was fit. He was bowling gas, mate. He wasn't fit, but he bowled absolute speed of light. He cut.
I amazingly had that conversation with Ports and Snater actually the morning of that day. We were saying like, "Oh, good day's cricket this today, wasn't it?" And they were like, and Snater said, "Oh yeah, Bumrah's going to get peppered today, isn't he?" And I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Surely you just pitch it up and nick him off, just clean him up,
mate." He played.
Was like, no, he's going to get peppered.
I don't know whether anyone watched it. I don't know if anyone watched it, but the crowd were in and amongst it. I was on the edge of my seat. And when you think like the perfect way to get this geezer out here is to sniff him, knock his lid off and it rolls back onto the stumps and then everyone just piles in. But in reality, that didn't happen. He bowled back of a length. Bumrah has played this shot, right, Bill? The White Walkers would have played this, right? He's tried to hook it off his face on his knees and it's gone through.
No, that was Sammy. Shami played that. I saw that.
No, it was Bumrah. It went through backward point for 4. Oh, it might have been Shami. Went through backward point for 4. Kohli has pounced off the balcony. I swear, he nearly hit the members. I thought his chest hit the members in the head. He let out the biggest bench hold I've ever heard. I could hear it through my TV and he got me. I was back on my chair. There's nothing I could do. I was thinking, you got to sniff him, but you can't. It was one of they've absolutely done us there. There's no way on earth they should have won that game. But as soon as he cut that ball off his nose, trying to hit through square leg, through point, they'd done us. They won. They'd absolutely done us. That was the moment.
Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs when you're getting tactically outclassed by Virat Kohli, who, let's have it right, he's a fucking shocking captain. Shocking. He's got passion and he gets players playing for him, but tactically, he's all over the place. I've not seen... He does reviews.
Hang on, Bill. How the fuck did Bumrah get an LBW bowling round the wicket? He's pitched in line and turned. Mate, he's bowled a fucking 75 mile an hour Graham Swan off break to get rid of... fuck knows. To get rid of one of the tail enders.
Could be a left-hander, isn't it?
No. It was mate, honestly, the witchcraft that was going on from India after fucking... tea or whatever. It was outrageous. There was no way they were ever going to lose that game. Ollie Robinson
2 right and all
stuck around for a bit, looked all right, but That guy, what's his name? Siraj. He's like
Good bowler, mate.
unbelievable bowler.
If
Yeah,
he
good
comes,
bowler.
like, see how up for the challenge is he? He's up for the fucking challenge, up for the fight. Yeah, this is what I'm not seeing from England. Like, you know, they fucking drop a lad in Dan Lawrence. I know we're biased here. But that geezer's shown fucking character in 8 test matches. Yeah, whatever he's played. He's gone out fucking Sri Lanka, one of the hardest places to score runs, gets a fucking 70 on his debut. Yeah. New Zealand, best test team in the world, fucking 81 not out. Yeah, go in India in the last test match, top scores, both innings against fucking the ball where the ball's turning, games are finishing in fucking 3 days. How have they dropped a geezer with that much character? Forget about technique. Forget about it. The geezer wants to play test cricket. The geezer's up for the fight. Yeah. I'm just astounded they fucking some of them players have survived the fucking chop here.
Virat Kohli, Bill, Virat Kohli has gone onto the field. He's spraying aftershave for 2 sessions or for a session of cricket or whatever. He's got aftershave on to go out onto the field. He's declared. How the fuck did they declare? They should have been bowled out for 190. They've declared 208.
It's amazing.
He's got the Packer Rabanne on the balcony, and he's this close to Rory Burns the whole way out here, smelling like an angel. And he's just absolutely gave him the biggest spray you'll ever see.
Fair play to him. Fucking fair play to him. We'll hate him, yeah. But I'd love to see that. That's why I'm impressed with Robinson. Yeah, again, the geezer shows he could bowl well. He's fucking up for the challenge. Like, he's fucking chirping them. That's what I want to see. Butler looks fucking tired. What's the matter with him?
Why is Butler... Another thing, why is Butler sledging people? He's the nicest geezer in the world. You know, like one of those blokes.
I want him to sledge people. I want him
to. Do you know what this England team aren't good enough to do?
Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it?
You know,
they have to, mate.
We've all played insides that are shit, right? And you know, you've just got a guy at backward point absolutely giving it, and he's averaged 10 for the last 12 years.
Yeah.
But like sometimes,
mate, he's got me out loads of times. That fella, I got the fucking white wall because I had a geezer. He's wearing a fucking Lacoste polo shirt with Shabir Rahman on the back, 10, that barely covered his belly. Yeah, he was fucking chirping me away. He got me to play that sweep shot, mate. Yeah.
So you're saying you're happy with Butler sledging? You're happy with Butler sledging?
Of course I fucking am. Listen, of course I am. As a keeper, what's wrong with him sledging?
Brownie, did you spray anyone, Brownie, when you're up to the stumps?
Nah, I actually had funny chat with. I get on quite well with Alex Lees, and we talk a bit about like opening batting. So he'd scored 100, but we were like just chatting whatever throughout the game. And Cookie pulled me up and was like, "Brownie, I hope you're not being nice to the oppo." And Leesy turned around and goes, "Nah, he's just called me a fat cunt." so he helped me out a bit there.
Did he get 100? Did you say?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
it's all right when you get 100.
Fucking didn't spray him too much, then, did you?
Nah, so perhaps I was too nice.
What? Give me the one call that come out. One brings 2.
One brings 2. No, do you know what I was loving? I was trying to be a bit like Alex Stewart and the old get hold of it. So I was enjoying that. Yeah,
hit me.
Get hold of it with the point and trying to flick the old, you know what he used to do, brilliant. flick the wrists.
Boys, what about, right? Shami's got his 50. It's 50 at Lord's. Has he made it acceptable to take your lid off for a 50?
Did he do that, did he?
He did it, mate. And there was nothing you could do. I was sitting there on my sofa thinking, if I was playing against him, I probably wouldn't say anything.
I'm happy for him to do that, Alf, I reckon.
I think he's made it.
Yeah, well, listen, at that stage, mate, he could have taken his fucking pants down and mooned him, to be honest. Like, you know, fucking, what England going to do? They've lost the game in an hour. They were favourites to win within an hour. They fucking lost the game.
Honestly.
I wasn't even surprised. This is the thing. Are we surprised now? We're not. Like, something has to be done. Like, I don't know if you can pull the excuse of the first class cricket system because them Indian lads don't play first class cricket. They don't.
Yeah.
I
actually don't know the answer. I don't, because obviously, like, it's easy to say drop Sibley, drop Crawley, drop fucking Hamid.
What's your team out for the next game? Forget about who they will pick. Who are you playing next game?
I'd play Burns, Hamid, Milan, Root, Dan or Pope. Honestly, I don't like Bairstow. I just don't get it. I really don't. I just think now's the time. Now's the time. Just get these players in. We're in a rebuilding. Like we are literally we're on our knees now. After that,
he nearly
took
his helmet off when he got 50 out.
Who did?
Bairstow. He nearly took his helmet off. He was so fucking buzzing with that 50. He nearly took his helmet off. But the commentators are up his fucking arse, mate.
Yeah.
What a good player he is. Bairstow. Like, do they not realise he's not done nothing in Test cricket for years? And even then, if you look over, I'd love to read his record the last 4 years, mate.
Do you know what, Bill? I'd love to pick a side, but I actually can't. I think it's going to be the selectors have got a fucking nightmare. Like it's going to be an absolute shitstorm. Silverwood is going to really do well to get out of this unscathed. There's just no like. Imagine Joe Root's just scored 180 red, and we've lost by 150 runs. What the fuck?
Right, anyone who's not been mentioned in the squad, you'd like to see in there?
Well, like I always think
Alex Lees.
I think Live should play. I know bringing him back.
He didn't get a good crack at the whip, did he?
I didn't think he got long enough. Definitely not. Like if they're bringing
hold him now,
back,
actually. Hold him now.
Oh, is he?
He got a ton against New Zealand, didn't he? He played series against New Zealand, then played 5 Ashes tests.
Ashes tests, yeah. And then that's it.
Jason Roy got the same deal, but Live has ground it out in county cricket.
He's scored loads of runs all the time. I'd go Live. I like Vince. I think he's a good player. I know people will say he's probably a bit loose, but I think he's a good player. I'd get him in as well.
Getting that 100 against Pakistan in the one day will give him a lot of confidence as well.
Yeah,
a bit more mature as well.
Yeah, maybe hide him a little bit, bat him at 5.
We need to find a 3 though, Brownie. Like Joe, we need that number 3.
Joe Root is opening batting. He's literally.
I know he should be batting 3, but
how good did he look? Not forget the 180.
Like
in that second innings. The ball just doesn't miss the middle of his bat. He's just an incredible player.
He is a freak, isn't he?
But, he is a freak with a bat, but that captaincy on the last day, honestly, if that happened at club level, people would have gone fucking mental. This was happening on Sky in front of the whole fucking world. And you've got 6 men on the fence. The geezer averages 3. The guy's bowling 95 mile an hour. That is like you just cannot defend that. You can't. Like I don't know. What do you think, Bill? Forget that.
Well, listen. That's one of many things, isn't there? Like, obviously, for me, it starts with selection.
Any selections you'd come up with? Like, are you happy with?
No, I'm with Brownie. I think it's hard because you're not sort of picking any players that are particularly in form. They've tried going the white ball route with picking players who have done well in the white ball. It don't work. Hamid, I like that pick. He got 100 against India a few weeks ago. But it's a big stage for him just to come into. Like,
it don't help getting a fucking first bowler, does it?
Also, there's no other cricket, is there? So you're not going to pick players from the 100, are you? You've got to pick players from first class cricket. If someone's doing well, you go, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Brownie can give us the greatest insight because how many Red Ball games have you played in the last 2 months?
2 months, none. So
yeah, exactly.
Like, how is someone going to push their claim for a spot? Or how do you pick another player? Because they're all playing 100
that's how
or not playing.
Got picked, isn't he? He's played Test cricket before. He's done it before, and he's had a good 100.
Yeah. So you go, let's just play him.
Get him in. What about Balance? Is he done?
Nah.
I like Balance, mate. He scored hundreds against Australia.
He's a shocker, mate. No, he's a shocker. Absolute shocker.
Shut up, mate.
No,
I guarantee you'd have him over Sibley.
Nah, well, I don't know. I'd have fucking me over Sibley. I'd wear this out. I'd fucking me v Kumra in this tag. Imagine.
So what do we?
I don't know, boys. I'll be honest with you. We're fucking stumped with it, aren't we? I mean,
Yeah, I think everyone
don't
is,
know.
Bill.
When's the next? Where is the next Test match?
Leeds.
Headingley, yeah.
Oh no.
Leeds. And
Well,
the thing is,
I mean,
they're better than us on seaming wickets. They're better than us when it swings. They're better than us when it's dry. And they're better than us when it's flat. What can we do? Like,
no,
we're going to get properly turned over this series now, and we'll never hear the end of it. But it's probably a good thing. It'll give some youngsters a go. It's not like the Ashes is round the corner, and the Ashes. Let's talk about the Ashes. If that isn't 5-0, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done.
The only shining light is Ollie Robinson. I think he's a gem.
Oh, brilliant.
He's bowled well, yeah.
And he's going to be bowled into the ground and he won't be fit by the end of the series. I guarantee it. Because he looked like he was bowling a yard slower than he did a week ago. And it's because he's bowled 30-odd overs. He's bowling long spells on dead wickets. Well, I say dead wickets. They got everything out of it and we got fuck all out of it. So,
yeah,
they'll bowl him into the ground. Broad's out, and we are fucked.
Yeah. When is it this week? The next Test match?
No, they got a week off. So they can all have a net.
Got to regroup.
Yeah. Regroup. Good work, Brownie. Good work. Like that one.
One of the many cliches, Bill.
Was it one brings two? Bang bang, fellas.
Yeah.
Was it
Pack of cards here, boys.
Hard hands here, chaps. Hard hands here.
Pack of cards here, boys.
What do we reckon then, boys? Is there anything positive to take from any of the Test cricket we've seen? Oh, I nicked a flag, didn't I? nicked a flag.
Oh, yeah. We nicked a Dan Lawrence flag, didn't we? Well, actually, I didn't have nothing to do with it. I was only involved in that. 37 years old, mate. I can't be getting a criminal record.
Got a 4.5 metre Dan Lawrence flag. Managed to get that out of the stand, out of the ground.
Yeah,
looks quite good in his garden.
Good session. Good session of on the beers actually that day, boys.
Yeah, relentless.
Brownie, I must say, it's good to see you in the flesh. First time in about 10 years, mate.
Yeah, it's been a while, isn't it? No, it was good fun. It was good fun to be with the Chingford boys.
Marshy as well. He was in good form for the last hour. He went missing. I've never seen a bigger
Brownie
comeback.
nicked his bed. Brownie nicked his bed.
Mate, Phil went large. He went large the night before, and I'll tell you what, I've never seen him so quiet. He only come alive the last hour, 5:30. He come alive, and then went out on the beers after. Brownie obviously was meant to stay in another room, but you ended up back in Phil's room, nicked his bed. After Phil went for a Taco Bell at 12 o'clock, and then half hour later went and got a doner kebab. brought it back to your room, which were the hottest rooms in fucking hotel history, mate. And then went in there. I'll tell the story. He went at me, was he? Brownie was fucking conked out in his bed.
So one of the other boys, Brownie's fucking come back to get some shoes, get some wheels, because he had flip flops on. They wouldn't let him in. He had the Grey Nicks flip flops on, and they wouldn't let him in. And he saw a fucking Big Mac and thought, "No, I'll take the wheels off and get into bed with a Big Mac." The boy whose bed it is, who Brownie nicked, has come back and stayed in Phil's bed. Phil's rocked up about 3 hours later with a doner, gone absolutely mental. You never sleep in another man's bed at 3 a.m.
He didn't care about me. He cared
about you. He goes, "I don't care. Brownie's all right. But you get out of my bed." And me and Brownie with one eye open, thinking, "Fucking hell, he could go off here." Anyway, he's packed up all.
It did go off, mate. I've heard it on because I was on the 4th floor. A few of the other boys were on the same floor. They said they've never fucking heard noise like it. Woken up the whole hotel.
He's packed up all his kit, left his doner on the side, and he stacked it over my fucking bed and hit his head straight on a lampshade. And he went absolutely. And then he's called me.
That doner's still there.
Called me at 9 o'clock in the morning and said, "You boys still at the hotel?" I think I left my work phone there. I was like, "No, mate, where are you?" He slept in the car. He slept in his car. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, it was a good night. It was a good day. I wore my whites out, didn't I? Went out
Did,
my
mate, yeah.
way.
Yeah, good look.
Your Dan Lawrence White's after him getting naught and people walking past going quack,
Got
quack,
quacked off.
quacked off. That was
Yeah,
quite funny.
that was got a good spray at midnight in McDonald's. Actually, Geezer said, "Not bad today, mate. Good one." Boys, I've got to calm down because English cricket, we're on the ropes here. We're absolutely on the ropes. They might bring it back. I don't know. It needs to be.
Move on, Alf. Move on.
Move on.
Let's just get on to the
Move on.
questions because we've had enough of this shit. The first one's from Chris. Gents, we've all had those bizarre encounters where you're on the circuit and you bump into one of the opposed players who you've had a run-in with the past. But what I want to know is how should you play it? You know, like when you play against the same teams year in, year out, and you've had a run-in, you've had an argument.
This is for you two to answer, I think.
Why is that?
Because I've never had a run-in, I don't think.
You've never had a run-in on the.
No, I don't reckon. No.
Yeah, but
I haven't either.
Oh, shut up.
I haven't. I don't. You know me. I don't talk to the opposition. They don't really. I don't have nothing to do with them, do I? I don't want to be one of them blokes who, all right, like, you get on last week and all that. But I hate all that crap. Like, you know, when you walk around a boundary and you're two of you, and it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Because deep squares on the rope and all that.
After
you look at you thinking, no, just in general. You know, when you're walking around, it's all pleasant and that first 10 overs or whatever. You walk around the pitch and deep squares on there, and he's looking at you, thinking he wants to have a chat, right? Fucking walk straight past him. I can't be bothered with that song. How you boys getting on this year? All right? Oh, you win last week. Oh God, Brentwood are good, aren't they? I can't bother with all that crap. Yeah, just fucking head down. Fucking concentrate on the fielding. Like, you know me. I'm not a big fucking socialiser of all the fucking opposition.
Bill, you must have had a row with someone on the field, though.
Yeah, no, but I wouldn't recognise them.
No.
On a night out. You know what I mean?
Well, Brownie, what about you walking around the boundary? I can imagine you're the complete opposite to Bill. What we're doing later? Are we going for beers? Do you want to play cards?
I'd say hello, Alf. Depending
you
on
had a fucking
you
had a run-in on Saturday out, Brownie, at the cricket, didn't you?
Who did?
Brownie with the Milton fucking Kings or whatever they were.
Oh, right,
yeah.
Milton Way, whatever.
I suppose so, yeah.
I thought you did very well, Brownie. Fucking the fucking orange slice of Jesus' neck.
Started throwing strawberries at him.
He's got his peg out as well, didn't he? We'll move on from that, but I think he got his peg out.
Strange encounter, that one.
Strange encounter, yeah. Chris, I think we've
Alf, it must have happened to you, mate. You love everyone on the fucking circuit. You socialise more opposition grounds than you do at our ground.
Well, there's the bar ain't open at our ground, Bill, so you got to do it somewhere, haven't you?
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
I've had it once actually. In Barbados, actually, I was watching a test match over there. I think Roston Chase took 7 for 12 or something. England
move on from that.
England were playing well. England were playing well, and I was tucking into a rum punch, and I've heard my name be called, and I turned around, and it was actually a geezer from Brentwood, actually, and I've looked and I thought, no, not that cunt. It can't be that cunt. I was on my own as well, so it's not like you can do anything.
Who was it?
No, I won't name the name. And anyway, ended up spending.
I wouldn't name anyway.
Ended up spending the rest of the holiday with him, and been good friends ever since. So on the field, how many times have we played against someone who's a knob, and off the field they're actually a decent bloke? So the moral of the story is give them a chance off the field, I reckon.
Nice, Alf. Well answered.
It was an emotional.
That's a lovely story, Alf. That is a lovely story with a lovely ending.
I'm going to go to sleep with a smile on my face. Alf.
I'll remember that next time I play, Alf. I shall do my best to socialise with the team.
There you go.
I'm sure Chris is happy.
And try and build some long-lasting friendships.
That's it. I'm here to build bridges, not burn them, Billy. Just on the field,
mate. Yeah. So the moral of the story is, just get up their asses when you see them out.
Lick their asses and
basically,
and see what happens. But arse licking is it's a fine line, isn't it? Because it can get you selected, but it can also get you dropped. I don't know whether it's the same at well, it's actually, I reckon Bairstow's got halfway there by
Yeah, there's a few players doing it in England.
His tongue being wedged up someone's ass. Silverwood probably. But yeah, I think it can get you somewhere. It's a fine line between being a good bloke and being an arsehole, isn't it? Being selected, you can get selected on the on a good bloke basis. I don't know what question we're answering here, Chris.
Next one.
If you're on the circuit and if you're in a bar or something,
We've answered it, Al. We've answered it.
You see someone that gave you a stroke. Call them a cup.
How many beers have you had?
Call them a cup.
Have you had a few beers?
I've been on the red.
Nice.
Nice. Second question's from Mark. I ain't answering this one. You two can answer this one. Actually, that's a question for Brownie. Question for Brownie. Did he give Billy a call before his wicket-keeping debut? Zero bias. So we've probably answered this already. So you probably answered this. As a follow-up, I played a few games with Alistair Cook where he said he's kept wicket. Pretty sure he's kept in a first-class game as well. So did he pull rank on Brownie? Look forward to hearing all about it. We've really, but...
No, well, that's news to my ears because he didn't put his hand up, did he? So
that's
bullshit. Yeah, it's bullshit.
You didn't have a chance to give me a ring, Brownie, did you, either?
But yeah, I did. I would have called you, Bill, but I didn't have the chance. I would have spoke to you.
I could have given you this, mate. I could have given you it.
I would have loved that.
Bit of tape. Would have loved that. Bit of tape over the Nottinghamshire badge.
Yeah.
And that.
I just would have liked just a bit of advice on how to look a bit better. You know what I mean?
Just, in terms of how you're presenting yourself, or
how
just the old
how you present, all that bollocks, how to take it, flick it up after catching it, all that sort of jazz.
Yeah, good call, actually. See, there's an art to that. 'Cause every keeper's got their own style. You've got the Aussie style who they watch it in and they give with the ball, and you've got keepers who don't really care what he looks like and that. Yeah. Did you have collar up, by the way, Brownie?
I didn't have collar up. I didn't.
You can't say you're trying to be like Alex Stewart without a collar up.
No, I'm not cool. I'm not cool enough for that.
What were Wheaton's inners like?
They stink.
Yeah, they were right. Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah, you had a fresh pair, did you?
Yeah, nice pair. No, not fresh, old pair, but no, they were good.
What? I was happy. Full spike.
I had full spikes on.
Oh, Brownie, I tell you, that's a cruciate ligament breaker. Fucking hell, mate! You don't want to be going down the leg side and the fucking 15 spikes get caught in the.
They're grey nickels. They're only little ones.
You, Brownie, are you a skipper down the leg side or are you a diver?
You got to move your feet, Alf. Move your feet.
Yeah.
Rule number one of keeping: move your feet. Hands will follow. No, it's easy. All these wicket keepers.
Right, mate.
I reckon there's a union of the wicket keepers that say, let's just moan at, say how hard it is.
It's fucking easy, isn't it?
Did you fumble anything?
No, nothing. Catch him with gloves on. Easy.
Brownie,
what gloves have you got? White gloves?
White gloves, yeah. I did look
the white gloves.
I did look good.
Brownie, when you're a kid and you're in the nets or whatever, you pretend to be a batsman. I don't know who your idol was when you were batting.
Yeah.
Shivnarine Chandapur or someone like that. But when you're keeping, did you think the same thing? Like when you bowl, I always thought when I bowled off spin, I thought I want to look like Graham Swan when I bowl.
Yeah,
nice. When you're keeping, did you think you were James Foster? Or...
Yeah, I did think a lot about Foz. Yeah.
His posture is.
Did he drop me a message?
No, he hasn't actually.
Are you joking?
Poor. It's poor, actually. It's poor. But I was thinking about James Foster a lot, how he tried to do things. Yeah.
But Bill, when you take one standing back and you got the bin next year, the toss up. Is that something that you get into unison, knowing your second slip with? Because if you toss it up and they miss it, you look village, don't you?
Yeah, good call. Just trying to remember, really.
Do you line that up beforehand? Because at the start, Cookie was next to me at slip, and I said, you know what? I'm going to start catching it and trying to throw it up as quick as I can. Just because I thought, look a bit better.
No, we didn't.
Better. So I did line it up, saying it is going to come in the air. So be ready.
No, we didn't rehearse nothing.
No,
you just
no rehearsals. I think you just catch it and then you throw it without looking, didn't you? Because they're expecting it. But your house right, if fucking you throw it and it lands in no man's land, they're not watching. They're a right bunch of cunts.
Yeah.
Listen, playing at Chingford didn't fucking stand back a lot, to be honest. Didn't really play a lot of seamers.
Mate, fucking, when Ports was bowling, he fucking hit you in the chest down the back, mate. What are you on about?
I'm just trying to remember. I'll tell you what, that was the first game, wasn't it? I'll tell you what, he bowled sharp. Listen, mate, it's been a while since I fucking stood back to anyone at Chingford, let alone someone who bowls 80 miles an hour. 85.
Little nip back.
That was 90, actually.
It was 90 back then, yeah.
No, it kicked. Listen, I've never had to do that. I've never had to reverse the hands, keep wicket at Chingford.
You did in the field. You did in the field earlier 2 weeks ago.
Mate, yeah, and it was a fucking blinder as well. Fucking blinder.
How did we get on to fucking Ports bowling at Chingford? Oh, Brownie's glove work.
Yeah.
What about the one where one where you got no slips around this in the last 5 overs and you go?
Where'd you throw it? Where'd you throw it?
You go to throw it to mid-on, Brownie, because no one's in the ring.
Oh yeah. What was your throws like?
Late. Late.
Yeah. You can't be doing that, can you? You need to make sure there's a short throw about. You can't be.
Who were you pounding? Who were you point? Backward point?
Point. Yeah, just give it off the point. Closest man, give it off.
Yeah. But why is it? Why is it in the last 10 overs? Bowlers want the ball back straight away.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
No, they go mad on it as well. They go
I can actually answer that one, Bill.
Give it back to me.
Bill, as a deaf bowler.
Sorry, Chris Jordan.
I'm gonna actually give you a serious answer. It's because they want the ball in their hand so they can visualize the next ball. They don't like they don't like to not know where the ball is because they need the ball in their hand to focus on the next ball. I've asked this question before, so there you go.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's an actual factual answer that people can go away with and understand.
Did anyone actually want that Essex Brownie? Any bowlers bowling at death, they want it back straight away?
No, they got whacked around the park, so I didn't actually catch too many. It didn't come back to me.
They actually did all right in that competition, didn't they?
No, they done well. I'm only joking. Who wanted it back? Billy Addison wanted it back.
Good tea, Brownie.
Shocking.
Shocking. What'd you have?
Yeah, very poor. We had pork. We had pork chop. Pork chop.
Fucking pork chop.
He had the gloves on, didn't he? For Essex.
It was that tough. They offered me out a couple of times. It was shocking.
I'll tell you, you should have put a couple of, you should have said to the fucking chef, give me a couple of pork chops. I'll stick them in the gloves. I'll make them nice and tender. You'll have a pork scallop.
What else was there, Brownie? What was for dessert?
No, I think it was just a yogurt. Yeah, the food's not great up there, Ralph. Food's not great.
Fucking pork chop and a yogurt.
Pork chop.
You spoke to Dan. Either you two.
He popped into a second team game today, but I didn't really speak to him.
He would have filled his boots at Lords, mate. 12th man.
Oh yeah.
5 days of lunches.
I filled my boots there, didn't I? I went hospitality the first day. He sorted it right out, and I had hand dive scallops. None of those in Durham, Brownie.
No, none of them up there.
Yeah, lucky chicken shawarma. It was awesome.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Lovely.
Some peeled prawns. Lovely stuff.
Beautiful.
So what we got, boys? The next test is at Leeds. We don't hold out much hope, do we? But we're going to have to stay positive and say it's going to be 2-1 England.
Yeah. Hopefully the boys rally. Hopefully the boys regroup.
Sit down and talk with the team. That's another one.
Have a good week off.
Really well with the team.
Yeah. Get yourself away from cricket.
Yeah. Refresh and regroup and then come back stronger.
Do you know what could happen, though? There could be a COVID outbreak in the Indian side, and then England.
Their reserves will fucking will beat us at the moment.
Anyway, boys.
Boys. I got to shoot. I can just hear my son fucking spraying me like Virat Kohli upstairs. So, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna rock him to sleep in this hat.
Boys, we'll be back probably after the next test, and Yeah, we can
Yeah, nice boys.
dissect
We'll
it.
sort some guests out as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I'll get one of the White Walkers on.
Righto, boys. Thanks for listening,
Good.
everyone, and
Fun.
we'll be back next week. Nice one.
See you later.
Cheers.
Yeah.